am Diana of Themyscira, daughter of Hippolyta. In the name of all that is good, your wrath upon this world is over.
All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Make Movies Great Again podcast, where we are going to spoil the shit out of Wonder Woman. So if you've seen it, you're in good company. If you haven't seen it, you probably should leave. But if you haven't seen it and you want us to spoil it for you, then stay.
Thanks for hitting play, giving us the viewing or whatever. Now you can go.
Yes, now you can
or
go.
stay.
Go listen to something else by us.
Yes, go listen to one of our other Spoilercasts or one of our many episodes. We did 2 tonight already. So, all right, so Wonder Woman. First, I want to start just quick. That clip I just quickly showed was part of the trailer.
Yeah.
Her theme music
Oh.
is fucking metal as fuck.
Oh my
Yeah, it
god, I wanted to play at my funeral.
Yeah. It was unbelievable. Have you ever seen the video of the girl doing the violin?
No.
I was, dude.
Wait, that's a violin?
Yes, dude. That's why I was doing that.
Oh, I thought you were doing a guitar.
No, I was. It was nuts.
That's the biggest mind blow that I've had today.
She's like going wild.
Definitely today, probably in the last month. That's amazing. Oh my god, I have to look that up.
I'll feel like an asshole. I saw it quickly. I'll feel like an asshole. If
No, I mean it's an interesting noise. So, someone on Twitter actually was chatting with me today. I don't know if you guys saw that, but we were talking about themes and how Wonder Woman has a theme, Batman has a theme, Superman has like a theme like that, like kind of like the score theme.
Yeah.
There's really no Marvel superheroes that have that, and DC does that really well, especially this one. This one is so cool.
Yeah.
It's so fucking Adam. All I can think of now is you being lowered into the ground, your casket being lowered into the ground, and then that being playing.
Well, that's what happens when
This is-
Hans Zimmer does the soundtrack for Batman vs Superman.
It's true. This is gonna sound fucked up, but I hope you die before me so I can Snapchat it.
Hold on.
Sticking to my story real quick.
Hold on.
I'm saying a long time from now when we're both like 110.
Okay, hold on.
Were you playing it?
Okay. Looks like a long cello.
And she's holding it on her like shoulder.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta see this. Oh my god! And it's just one person making this noise. I like this music video, whatever this is. That's nice. Wonder Woman, Tina Guo?
Guo.
Guo. Guo?
Tina Guo.
Look that up. It's on YouTube. But yeah, that's like a violin. I don't know what that is, but it's a violin. It's not. It's yeah. She's playing it with a bow.
Yeah,
right?
it's
That's
a
what
bow.
I call.
Yeah.
It's not a guitar. So.
Anyways, that was awesome when she's whipping around that lasso, going. It's ridiculous.
The fight scenes in this movie. First of all, No Man's Land.
They were awesome.
Let's
No Man's Land?
Let's start with No Man's Land.
Yeah. Did you notice No Man's Land, but a woman?
It's very good.
I thought she was going to say that. I was kind of shocked she didn't. But I loved it.
I don't know where to start with this. Does anybody have like a?
Yeah. Love Robin White and Teope.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. She's the general. She's kicking ass. Even the queen was kicking ass in that first battle.
Yes.
Yeah, that was badass seeing the queen out there.
Has anybody ever seen like more dismounts and flips?
No.
All over the place. They
there's
were just like their
one-
move when she hops over the fence.
Yeah.
She's like doing this ridiculous.
Just like the coolest one was when she's a kid and she first shows up to like the Garden of Fighting.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah,
the hell
yeah,
they call that
yeah,
area. The
yeah.
little tiny like.
the Garden of Fighting.
The
Perfect.
Garden of Fighting. And one of the girls like rolls upside down. I'm trying to do it as I'm talking to the mic. Like off the back of the horse and shoots an arrow while she's rolling off it. Like
It's unbelievable.
When I got home from seeing the movie, I was laying on my bed and I was like thinking about the movie, and then I was like, I'm gonna do it. I could roll off my bed, but I was like, there's no way I can get an arrow off. If I had a bow and arrow, there's no way I could do that. And also, my bed's a little bit lower than a fucking horse is.
Right.
So.
No, that was awesome though. And then
so cool.
When Diana first uses her bracelets on her bracers on Antiope,
Yeah.
hair on the back of my neck.
Oh, it was amazing. I think the whole time they were on Themyscira, I had goosebumps.
Yeah.
It was like very like it was so cool. It's so well
It
done.
was really good. I mean, the choreography was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
And a lot of it was obviously like computerized or whatever, all
Yeah.
the flips and shit off of. But it was awesome. It was creative.
And when when Steve Trevor first, his plane like flies and Diana goes out and saves him, drags him to shore, and then that whole scene on the beach starts happening.
The fight scene?
The fucking Amazonians just jump off the ledge and shoot an arrow.
Oh,
into
and the thing is start flying around?
and they just start swinging. And then unfortunately one gets shot like right away.
Do you know how pissed I was every time one died?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? There's like such good warriors. They're
know.
getting gunned down by the fucking by guns.
I mean, it goes to show you how special Diana is, though.
Oh, yeah.
She can block bullets and shit. None of them were
So
doing that.
is she? And I don't know much about Wonder Woman, other than I've been reading like comics over the last year. But is she bulletproof? Is she not? Is she
No,
deflecting all these
bracers.
bullets? So
Bracers.
she's deflecting these bullets.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why. I mean,
Well,
that's
but
why.
she's a demigod.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Maybe she's bulletproof.
I don't know.
She's still gonna block him.
I'd go far enough to say she's bulletproof.
So did sorry, what is Robin Wright's character's name?
Antiope.
Antiope. Does Antiope know that she's bullet?
Yeah.
know that
Well, they know. Yes. At
But
least
she dove and took the bullet for her. So
okay,
why didn't she
so
be
she's
like,
not
listen,
bulletproof.
Diana?
Well, maybe she just knows the extent of her power. I don't know.
Also, the thing is, too, they were very cautious about not letting Diana find out about the extent of her power because Ares would find her. So maybe she, like, took the bullet so Ares wouldn't come to Themyscira.
Yeah.
I just want to add this too. I thought it was the first 30 minutes was an amazing origin, and it moved along really well. The casting for Mini Diana was spot on. Was that Gal Gadot when she was a kid and they just waited, 30 years?
What's her name?
What?
What's her name? What's Wonder Woman's name?
Gal Gadot.
No, I think it's. I could be wrong. I think it's Godot.
Because I thought it was Godot too, but I think it's the T is.
Is it Gadot? It can't be Gadot.
It can't be Godot. Is it really?
I'll eat my hat.
I did it purposely because I thought it was Gadot because I was saying Godot and I felt like an asshole.
Hold on, I'm bringing it up right now.
I'll eat my hat.
How pronounce Gal? Whatever it is. Let's see. I'm gonna play it right now.
With Gal Gadot. Here's Gal.
Oh,
Hello,
Gal
my name is
Gadot.
Gal Gadot. I'm
It's not
obviously
Gal
Israeli.
Gadot.
Yeah, it's not. All right,
It's Gal Gadot.
Yeah, it's,
Okay,
it's
God,
not
that's like
Gal
a-
Gadot, and
it's
not.
Israeli,
It's definitely
yeah.
not Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. Okay, I can live with that. I'm not eating my hat.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, so Adam, Mini Diana.
I thought it was a spot on casting. The little girl.
Yeah, the little
who played
girl,
Mini
yeah.
Diana.
Yeah. We actually.
The Garden of Fighting was awesome.
The Garden of Fighting was so cool.
And I thought it was pretty awesome how like she was like, nah, fuck that, I'm not going to school. I'm gonna go to the Garden of Fighting and start.
Adam,
kicking
what are you
ass."
doing over there?
You're like rumbling around your laptop.
Are you like rolling? Are you trying to like shoot arrows off the back of a horse right now while we're podcasting?
I'm all jazzed up for Wonder Woman.
Her skipping school and going to want to fight was fucking awesome and speaks volumes to who her character is. You know what I mean? Like she was like, I want to train, I want to be ready, I want to kick ass.
It's in her blood.
It's in her blood.
She's not bulletproof.
She's not.
She got hurt in the first battle, and
That's
healed
right.
immediately.
That's right. So she's like kind of like Logan.
Yeah,
kind of like
kind of.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
So maybe a bullet would have done some damage.
Yeah.
So, but she's very good at deflecting them. Thank
It doesn't
God.
matter. Yeah, shoot. Yeah.
I'm very disappointed. I know her the things she wears on her wrists are called the bracelets of submission. They really should be called gauntlets, not bracelets. Bracelets is so dainty for what Wonder Woman does.
I agree. But
You know-
if she wants, maybe Wonder Woman call them bracelets.
But I don't think I think they say gauntlets in the movie. I don't think they ever say bracelets, do they?
I mean, they're bracers
Yeah.
or gauntlets or whatever.
But
I mean, I agree with you. But who are we to,
what was the poll? So we put out a poll today. We polled Wonder Woman's accessories a few weeks ago before it came out. We polled the bracelets of submission,
Yep.
the lasso, the invisible plane, which ended up not being in the movie,
And
unfortunately.
and the Paradise Island tiara.
Yes.
Lasso of the Truth won with 43%. Bracelet submission 29. Invisible plane 28. Tiara 0.
0.
Now, the tiara is actually a weapon in the comics.
Yes, it's like a
Okay.
boomerang.
So I don't know if people thought it wasn't like, oh, what do we want a crown for?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if people didn't know that,
Yeah.
but it was a weapon, And then, okay, so it was before we did, hold on, the lasso, the bracelets, the tiara, and the visible plane. And then we re-polled today?
Yes, today.
Today, for the bracelets, the lasso of truth, the sword of Athena, bracelets ran away with it.
Yeah.
56%.
Because she blocked probably 100 bullets that movie.
Oh.
With that.
She killed Ares with it.
She also did that.
She harnessed his lightning
That's
and threw
right.
it back at
That's
him.
absolutely right.
You,
that was
the sword of
so
Athena could not have been weaker.
Yeah, I know, right? Just like right through his palm. Not even through his palm.
Kind of wish she had that back, but
yeah.
But yeah, Lasso of Truth was cool. It was a cool effect.
Yeah. Oh, the effect was very well done.
And no other. Is there any other? I mean, aside from like maybe Spider-Man's webs, is there another weapon like that?
No. Well, if you count Adam, what's the villain from Iron Man 2? Whiplash.
Oh, Whiplash.
Right. He has like the electro. Right. They're like.
Yeah. Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Whiplash.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
But those and it was fucking cool, and it was cool that it had like a second function. It wasn't just to kick ass. It was also they would just wrap it around people and like say tell the truth.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
No, but I think bracelets should win that all day and all night. But okay, so was Ares given away?
No, not for me.
Okay, so I cannot explain to you how relieved I was when the main villain wasn't Dr. Poison and that dude from X-Men Origins, Wolverine.
Yeah, the guy, the general.
Yeah, the general,
Yeah,
Ludendorff, or whatever. So happy. I was ready to tear apart the villain choice.
Adam, did you know that Ares was in this? Did you know that there was a bigger villain?
I knew that Ares was going to be in it. I didn't know how he was going to be incorporated. But then last week, one of like the comic book things or comic book film things that I follow on Twitter posted I don't know what the actor's name that played Ares was, but they posted a picture, and half of it was the actor's face, and the other half was Ares, and it says, actor talks about his role in Wonder Woman. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me
That's
now?
bullshit.
That's bull.
Wow.
I hate that because they did a good job of it.
I saw that.
That's actually, when was this? This was like before the movie came out?
It was definitely before Thursday.
That's bullshit because I think there's an embargo on like putting that shit out. Like I don't think they probably didn't spell it out, but they fucking ruined it that way.
That sucks.
I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it again after I saw the movie.
Probably took it down.
But I'm positive that I saw that.
That sucks because I thought they did a really good job about that.
I had no idea.
I didn't know. Well, okay, so they're talking about Ares, so you know about this guy named Ares or whatever, but you don't know if it's real or not, which is a cool aspect of the movie. And Molly leans over, right before she kills Ludendorff. Molly leans over and, forgive us, we talked in the movie theater. She goes, "It's that guy back in Britain that's Ares." And I was like,
she said that, really?
Yeah, she was right before she like even fights this guy, Ludendorff, like before she stabs him or whatever. Molly leans over and calls it. I'm like, really? So I thought it was gonna be like more of like a there is no real Ares. The human race is naturally,
corrupt.
Which ends up being the case.
Yeah.
But I thought there wasn't going to be an Ares, and there was going to be like this weird, she had to learn about the human race, and yeah. But they threw in that, and he was awesome.
Yeah, he was great. And they really did a good, like, I wasn't sure if, like, it was just a story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he did exist, he had already died, like, that kind of thing. So they did a really good job with that, because I had no idea. I only really knew Dr. Poison was, like, a part of the movie, and I had a feeling that there was going to be someone bigger, which I'm so happy there was.
I mean, in the end, like Wonder Woman, the second she walked through the town and wasn't affected by the poison, I was like, okay, so she's not affected by Dr. Poison.
Yeah. So
has to be something else. So that was cool.
You know what the best part about the Ares character was? They didn't show it in the goddamn trailer.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. They didn't give it away.
They probably learned something from Doomsday.
I died, everyone would have fucking lost their minds if Doomsday showed up in Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
And they didn't know it.
They really that was such a missed opportunity, man. They could have done it just like this.
Same thing with Wonder Woman. Like nobody had to know Wonder Woman was in that movie.
Yeah.
All you had to do was show the Super Bowl spot commercial, and you would have made a shitload of money.
Yeah.
And everybody, I think there would have been less hate around it.
That kills me. They're like. I guess the marketing department has a lot of say in what happens, but happens like with these movies because the producers want to make their money back. But having Gal Gadot.
Yeah, it's a silent T, but then you show it in the end.
Yeah,
Gal
Gadot
Gadot.
shows up in Batman v Superman would have been fucking awesome.
So
and so cool.
I feel like just market Wonder Woman, but don't do Doomsday. I'm fine with marketing Wonder Woman.
And one of
like
the
that's
other.
a whole different.
Yeah.
I mean, you could call that marketing to a different demographic.
I think I would have rather seen. No, I guess you're right. For Batman v Superman, I would have rather seen Wonder Woman rather than
in the trailer,
because it would have made it seem like Wonder Woman has to intervene to stop them from killing each other because they're actually fighting, not that there's also this other villain.
Yeah,
like, you know what
right.
I mean?
Yeah.
So
I buy it for what Sean said, for the appealing to a different demographic. Get a female character. You know what I mean? Get a female character in there.
yeah.
So. The Doomsday thing was a missed opportunity. I'll be very surprised if we see in Justice League. I'll be very surprised if we see the villain now.
I hope they don't. I think that they're going to learn from Wonder Woman, and I'm so excited to see Wonder Woman in the Justice League movie, and that's coming out this year. We get to see her again.
November.
We get to see Wonder Woman again.
Oh, and
so
Wonder
excited.
Woman 2. They're signed up for Wonder Woman 2.
And Patty Jenkins is attached as well.
Yeah, she is, and she said that it's going to be in the USA.
Okay. Modern or is it?
They don't know. She knows, but she didn't give away. And the invisible plane will make an appearance.
Whoa! I want it to be like not present. I want it to be after what happened in this one, kind of.
I agree.
I think it needs to be before all this new Justice League stuff. I don't want it to get caught up in the. I love that it was by itself.
Oh, it was awesome.
I love that it was by itself.
I see what you're saying now. I didn't quite. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like pre-Justice, pre Batman vs Superman.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It needs to be way before that.
Cold War.
We actually have a voicemail from Andre over at Backseat Director. Do you want to say something?
Real
first?
quick, laugh out loud when they showed young Ares. One, gods don't necessarily have to age.
Yeah.
And they show him like in the pit after Zeus kicks his ass.
Oh yes.
And
yes,
he's like,
yes.
he's got more hair.
Yeah.
And he's like a jacked version of this old guy from Harry Potter.
Yep.
I laughed.
You know what?
Anyways.
You know what's kind of funny too when he put that. Did you guys have a little flashback to 300 when he put the mask on? Because if you remember, this actor is also in 300. He's the guy who loses his eye.
No,
right?
he's not.
Is that the same guy?
No,
is it really not?
No, it's not the same guy. No,
Shit.
no, it's not.
Damn, it looks just like they look just the same.
They look similar.
Oh no! You know what? He's the guy that's in Iron Fist. He's the villain in Iron Fist. Fuck.
Wait,
Did you see Iron Fist? Did you watch Iron Fist?
Oh yeah.
He's the villain in Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. We have a voicemail from Andre over at Backseat Directors, the podcast. So let's. Oh no! What happened? I'm gonna play it again because I'm not gonna mess up this one.
You've got some mail.
There we go. Let's play the voicemail.
Hello, gentlemen, from the Make Movies Great Again podcast. This is Andre Hutchins from Backseat Directors. Just calling to leave my thoughts regarding Wonder Woman. The movie was awesome, and there were many things about the movie and about the story and about the overall character of Wonder Woman that had just many, many good things going for it. I honestly feel like I need to go see this movie again to give a more accurate answer regarding just everything that I loved about the movie. But I saw it on Thursday opening night, and it was wonderful. It was awesome. And I think just some of the main things I liked about the movie was one, it was able to add some of the missing elements that the other DC movies were missing, and some more lightheartedness, some more comedy, a little bit of more, just more scenes that will make you smile. But goodness, Gal Gadot, she was the most perfect actress to play Wonder Woman. I very much look forward to seeing her in more DC films. And for me, right now, she is the face of the DCEU. She is carrying this movie franchise on her shoulders. And really, right now, the DCEU is rising because of her. So kudos to Gal Gadot, kudos to Patty Jenkins, kudos to everyone involved in making this movie. Yes, even you, Chris Pine, I thought you did a great job. I enjoy you as an actor. Well done, well done.
All right, Andre. He went on for a little longer and gave some other thoughts, and Yeah, but I'm going to cut you off there, but because I want to touch on some points that you talked about. I think you're right, and I know Sean nodded, and I think Adam agrees as well. Wonder Woman is now the face of the DC universe.
Totally agree.
The DC extended universe.
When I see a poster, I want to see Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And then right behind him, I want to see Batman and Superman. That's how I want to see it.
Absolutely. She needs to be the leader.
She's also like the great uniter of the Justice League, is she not?
She is. She needs to be Captain America for the DC.
But she's going to be Wonder Woman.
But she's going to be Wonder Woman.
I'm not a Captain America guy.
Yeah, I know you're not. But if you look at the but what I'm all right. So what I'm saying is in the MCU.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Captain America
I understand exactly
united the Avengers. Okay.
Yep, I know. I understand.
But and also another thing that Andre said.
Lighter.
Really, yeah. It was lighter. The sun was in this movie, which is different.
Yeah.
The sun made an appearance.
That's funny.
In this DC movie, which is kind of awesome. So I just want to give a shout out to Andre. Andre, thanks for leaving a voicemail.
Yeah, thanks.
If you guys want to subscribe to his podcast, it's on iTunes, I believe. I think it's also on Google Play and a few other spots. But look up Backseat Directors. He's on Twitter as well. And Make Movies Great Again. I don't know who exactly is going to be coming with me on it, but we're going to figure out something where we're going to go see Baby Driver, and we're going to come on the Backseat Directors podcast with Andre and chat with him about Baby Driver, which I cannot wait for.
Can't wait.
So that's exciting. So go check out Andre's podcast. But
I wanna build on something that Andre said. We haven't talked about it yet, about how awesome Chris Pine was in this movie as Steve Trevor.
Good point.
Chris Pine was all American boy. Saved us. He did what he had to do to save this day, and now Wonder Woman can go and save the world.
Great character. Real intense to see up close and personal with World War I planes. Like how you when you drop bombs, you literally just grab a bomb out of the side and just drop it out. And I've seen documentaries where that is that's a pretty accurate description of.
I think they typically had a second person, so they didn't have to do a half barrel roll and then drop it. But I think the second person would lean over with two hands.
Dude, I would throw that thing out and it would hit the tail of the plane. That'd be it.
Are you fucking? I'm throwing that. I'm not just casually dropping next time. Get out of my plane. I'm chucking it.
I want to make another connection to Captain America. I'm sorry, Sean. This movie follows along a similar storyline that Captain America, the original one, did. And obviously this is Spoilercast, so we're going to spoil the end of the movie. If you think about it, Steve Trevor takes the plane up and kills himself. But if you think about Captain America, the first Captain America movie, Captain America takes the plane into the water. And
both named Steve.
Both named Steve. It's it's stay woke, everybody.
Stay woke. No, I agree. And actually, what's funny is Captain America was World War II, right?
Yes.
This is World War I?
Yeah.
This was the original Wonder Woman storyline is in World War II.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was reading they moved it to World War I because they liked the idea of it was the first time that you're killing people that you can't see.
Okay.
With planes, which is a theme that they talk about, long-range bullets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was had a lot to do with chemical attacks.
Yes, that was all new.
So Dr. Poison.
But Adam, you're right. Chris Pine was fantastic in this movie as well. Really good. I mean, didn't steal the show like Wonder Woman did, but he was a very good addition to this movie.
I saw in an interview with Patty Jenkins, the director, someone had asked her, the likelihood of Chris Pine returning for Wonder Woman 2, and she didn't say no.
I don't know if I'd like that.
I wouldn't either. But you know what he said? He said maybe I will, but as Wonder Woman's Chris Pine said this, Wonder Woman's pet kangaroo named Jumpa. That's a thing.
Does she have a pet
apparently,
kangaroo?
And I need it.
Really?
I need the pet kangaroo. I can't get enough of. Also, have you guys seen the new trailer for the new documentary on making Wonder Woman? The first writer?
This movie?
No. The writer who created
the TV show?
No.
Oh, the
creation,
book.
1941.
No, I did not know that.
It's just the teasiest of teaser trailers, and it's about this guy who wrote her in a polyamorous relationship with his wife and his student, and they were both feminists. They're in this polyamorous relationship, totally open, totally cool with it, and he just instilled a lot of feminist ideas in her because he was inspired by the women around him. I'm guessing that I haven't read up on it, so I might be wrong, but very 30-second thing, and then I got into a Wikipedia hole reading up on these people. Very interesting. Looking forward to seeing it.
before the movie came on yesterday when I went to go see it. They showed this little featurette, and I don't know if they do this at other movies, but they did this little featurette about. I don't know if it was the creator of Wonder Woman or like the evolution of Wonder Woman, the comic, and they like went from how life was portrayed on Themyscira in the movie, the Wonder Woman movie that just came out. They said that like that promoted like, and this is way back in the day. They're like, it promotes lesbianism, so they like had to change it, and Wonder Woman had to have like a male counterpart to like.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it was like, and then like they talked about how then it like around like the 1970s, 60s or 70s, it went back to like the traditional like how it started, and then.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So it was actually kind of cool, and it gave like a little background on Wonder Woman, which is kind of. I think that's kind of cool for like a character that people might not know about, like the history of the comic book history of.
I want to read more on it. I love it. Question for you guys: 1-on-1 battle, who beats Wonder Woman?
Oh, that's. Who beats Wonder Woman? I don't think anybody.
She just killed
Batman.
the god.
I don't think anybody. No,
just killed
not
the god.
Batman. No way, Batman. I love Batman. There's no
Batman
way.
can beat anyone.
Nah.
But listen, if Batman struggled to beat Superman, he's not beating Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman is better than Superman. I hate Superman, but that's
Me too. But regardless of our hate, Superman. she's
Fun
better.
fact: in Injustice and sure in a lot of other Justice League comics, Batman has contingency plans in case any of the members of the Justice League go rogue and turn on them.
Such a Batman move.
And his contingency against Superman is Wonder Woman.
Really?
Yeah, his contingency against Superman is Wonder Woman's the only. In one of the Justice comics, Wonder Woman kicks his ass and breaks his arm.
Yeah. So tell me what his contingency plan for Wonder Woman is.
Huh?
What's his the C plan for Wonder Woman? Contingency.
I haven't gotten there.
Doesn't exist.
I think it's. I think it's. Well, actually, I think he used it. I think it was like the gods. You know what I mean? Like her allegiance.
Her dad sends her to her room. Zeus sends her to her room.
That's what forces her to fight Superman.
I
don't want to get into a whole different thing, but yeah, it's Wonder Woman probably is the top dog.
Superman, yeah. Superman gets beat by Wonder Woman 90 times, 100 times out of 100 times. Superman is way too corruptible, and Wonder Woman's all about that love, baby. All about love. And she can't be beat. I was reading a Justice League comic book where Superman, for the 1,000,000th time, this is like the go-to. I don't know why I still read Superman comic books. I don't like Superman, but the big thing with Superman comic books, every like 10 issues, he gets either like possessed or like he changes, or another Superman shows up out of nowhere and he's evil, like out of nowhere, and like they have to like, oh, who can beat Superman? And one of the Justice League books I was reading, this evil version of Superman shows up. Batman, literally out of nowhere, he hasn't been in the book for a few issues. He shows up out of nowhere, and I was telling Adam about this, crashes a jet into the big Superman, like out of nowhere. Just like the jet crashes, and then Batman jumps out of the jet, and like he's here, and then that doesn't stop him. The Wonder Woman has to show up
to stop
to kick
Bizarro
the
or whatever evil.
Yeah,
that's funny. In a crossover between DC and Marvel, she picks up Mjolnir.
Who?
Whoa.
Oh, the hammer. Oh no way. Wait, when? I think
there's some
heard about this.
crossover. It's in the 90s, I think.
She's worthy.
She's worthy. So it's Thor, Vision, and Wonder Woman. She killed a god.
Yeah, she did kill a god. Ares, the god of war.
The god of war.
No less. Not like the god of the sun. Stupid, what's his name?
Apollo?
Yeah. Fuck Apollo. And his stupid chariot.
Is Ares dead?
Yeah, Ares is dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They can't,
My knee jerk was, well, how can he be dead if there's World War II and then Vietnam and then all these other wars? But they explained that he wasn't putting the idea of war in their heads. He was just giving them the thirst for evil things or whatever.
Yeah,
so
like if they had ideas,
away.
if they came up with the ideas themselves, they would have done it. But
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
Gave them the, like,
he gave them little
extra,
ideas. Yeah.
Just kind of.
That's why she was like, "Oh, that's what I didn't get that either." She was like, "Oh, I came up with this last night." a pill, an inhalant that you break open and it makes you stronger. Like that the boy was, and then that kind of explained that. I was like, oh, okay. He whispered into her ear or whatever.
Yeah. And she was kind of crazy she seemed like very neurotic to begin with, which she has like that half missing face thing. She's kind of like the thing from Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah.
Who's the guy in Boardwalk Empire that has it?
I can't remember his name. Richard.
Richard.
I don't know, Richard.
Anyway. But anyway,
we all know who you're talking about.
And it kind of like filled in a lot of blanks. But like being whispered to by a god.
Yeah. But like when they throw the gas in the chamber to kill all the like Nazi high commands, and they come out, the gas mask would help. They don't know that. Oh! I was like, what the fuck? These are the villains? I was like, these are the fucking villains.
I felt like something from Family Guy.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, it's a superhero movie, and like Andre said, it's it's like more of a Marvel-y style, like lighter laugh. Like you said, sun's out, so they threw in like little goofy things, campy things. I get it. Take it for face value. It didn't make me dislike the movie anymore. I loved it, but I was so happy to have Ares.
I'm gonna say two things. First thing, Charlie never shot anything the whole movie. Am I wrong?
Okay, weird.
Never shot one thing the whole movie.
That was weird.
Yeah.
What do you think, Adam? You think that was weird?
I noticed it, but I forgot about it. There was a very forgettable gang of guys.
He didn't shoot. I think he shot. I don't even think he did. What was when Chief threw the grenades taped to the hatchet, and they stuck to the wall? And
he shot that.
Did he shoot that? Or was
no,
that not
that was Samir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do your okay.
And my second thing is my favorite action sequence was from that when they were in that town after the No Man's Land. When she fucking kicks everybody's ass and then she knees a man through a plate glass window and she just continues running. Like, that was the best. That was, for me, pound for pound, the best scene of the whole movie.
How about...
Yeah, that was definitely the best fight sequence.
Amazing fighting sequences, Patty Jenkins. Like, so awesome.
A lot of fun. And she destroys the church.
Yes.
And everybody's like, yeah. I mean, I got it, but I thought that was kind of funny. She comes in the rubble. But, yeah, they launched her into a building, and she took the building down.
Yeah.
Okay. It was awesome. Samir. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Guy that likes to be an actor, but they won't give him roles because of his... Shout out to Sammy Davis Jr.
He looks just like him. Yeah.
Call me Sammy.
Is that what he said?
I want to be an actor.
Wait, is it him? You think? Wait, it's not the right time frame, but
no. But I feel like it's a shout out to him. I mean,
maybe it's an Easter egg like Patty Jenkins put in there.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But Molly leaned over and said, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
My name's Samir. Call me Sammy.
Yeah.
I'm an actor. They won't let me act because I'm the wrong color.
Okay. Yeah.
In a Wonder Woman movie, everybody talking about like feminism and giving women the role. Like they're gonna give a shout out to I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely. That's kind of interesting. I didn't really put two and two together. He does look like him too. I guess a little bit.
So I don't know. I also don't know anything about. Maybe he's another character.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Also, I think the gang returns.
Oh, really? In the next one?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, probably. And then they would have to do it before Justice League, right? Because those guys would be very old.
Hope so.
Yeah, but Charlie never shoots anything. Not one thing. Maybe he shoots something at the end when they blow up the facility right at the end. Here's another thing. Gal Gadot. She loves, in her movies, the final scene, she loves runways. Just saying.
Hook me up.
Fast 6.
Okay.
She died on a runway.
Oh, God. Okay.
Just saying.
And then what was this one? Oh, she's like just the final scene. Right. Okay, yeah. Oh, the final scene of this movie. Did she see something? And did she see something that no. When she like suits up and she's like, and this is what I'll do forever.
Oh no, I don't think she saw it. I think she just kind of. I think it was like from like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man when he just swings off.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like she ran up, looked out, and they showed us the scene. I was like, is there something I should be seeing?
Yeah. I think she just like generally like is patrolling the city.
I got
think
you.
She's just like.
So
is she like a curator for the Louvre?
Looks like it.
I think so.
It makes sense.
I thought it was gonna be Batman. I kind of wanted it to be Batman.
I'm glad that no other superheroes were in this movie.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. It was cool that Bruce sent her the photo and whatnot, and that it reminded me, and this is another connection to the Princess Bride, Robin Wright, who is what's her name?
Antiope.
They started off the movie with a little storybook, and like not a storybook, but like that
Yeah.
letter. It was like,
Yeah.
maybe you'll tell me
yeah.
your. And then she went back and like told the story in her mind. Like,
No, it was really cool. I love that. I mean, like Adam said before, it was an origins movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it was an origins movie. The whole thing was an origins movie.
it was awesome and really well done, not fatiguing at all.
No, it's good.
So, and one other thing I want to say about it, shit, I just lost it. Oh no, the scene where Steve Trevor is basically saying goodbye to Wonder Woman, to saying
That
goodbye to
was
Diana.
so well done.
I cried, and then when afterwards, when she like kind of like got her senses back, and she actually heard what he said, and like, because you're like, shit, I want to know what he's saying. I want to know, and I'm like, the first thing I thought of when I couldn't understand what he's saying, I'm like, I'm gonna go online, someone will have decoded it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And then they brought it out. That was so good.
Like that. I
Oh.
mean, she was kind of learning that humanity kind of sucks, but
Yeah.
then like he gives himself, like he sacrifices himself, and then says that to her. And
What amazing storytelling.
That was awesome.
So well done. That is a very when people say there's no originality in movies, look at that scene right there.
That was unique.
That was very
I
unique.
can't think of anything
How
else.
the whole theme of what was going on around her influenced that conversation, and then afterwards when it puts it together and it frames the whole thing in the same exact conversation in a different light.
She goes Super Saiyan 6,000, level
You're not even
9,000.
kidding. And then, oh my god.
When she was cutting through those Nazis at the end, I was like, who's stopping that?
No one. That's why
Oh
she's
yeah,
so
he was
powerful.
tearing through everybody on that runway. That was insane.
Wasn't even it
It
wasn't.
was awesome too that it wasn't like how, again, I'm gonna go back to Tobey Maguire. I don't know why, but how Tobey Maguire in the first Spider-Man, like he developed kind of his powers very quickly. She's discovering her powers up until the last minute of this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, up until the last like fighting sequence. It keeps, because no one told her that she's a god, and she just keeps.
Yeah.
I mean, or a demigod.
Yeah.
I guess technically, right? Brothers. I love that. Goodbye.
Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, brothers.
So, awesome. I'm planning on seeing it again in theaters.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
That movie was a 10. It was a 10.
It was
10.
a hard 10, man.
10.
Yep. So,
Thumbs up.
yeah.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
No bones about it.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. You can find us on Twitter at Make Movies Great, on Instagram at Make Movies Great. Subscribe to this on iTunes, on Stitcher, or watch it or listen to it on YouTube. Check out our blog, AverageNobodies.com. That is our parent company, and technically, I guess. And yeah, until the next one, until the next Spoilercast we do, or until the next episode, we'll see you at the movies.